What's the beauty?
Oh, bang, he gets nailed by Takiri. Lovely rugby there from Korea.
What a tremendous effort.
He'll just put his head down. Over he goes.
Terrific shots of Namdong Asiad Stadium here in Incheon, Korea. As we prepare now for, excuse me, the final session of play. And if you're joining us for the first time this weekend, this is the Asia Rugby 7 Series. Into the standings, final standings for Pool A, Japan and China. We walk through to the semi-finals, the Philippines and Malaysia bringing up the minor placings. Philippines showing some standout form. Into Pool B, and it's Hong Kong and Korea. Hong Kong finishing top of the poll, but a hard finishing Korea, hard on their heels, and they'll be dangerous in the semi-final round. Sri Lanka pick up the 5. The Chinese Taipei bring up the group on 3. Well, here we are. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air as the autumn leaves begin to run, and up is semi-final number 1. Joining me in the commentary position, Nick Goodman of the Soul Survivors.
Annyeong Haseyo, and welcome to all our viewers. Enticing match in prospect here between the locals, Korea, and their arch rivals, Japan.
Greetings to television audiences right around the world, including New Zealand. As we look at Japan, number 2, Jose Seru. He'll be one of the players to look. Katsuyuki Sakai has been a standout all weekend, and in this team, well, he might be, well, he's not there, which is unfortunate, but Jang, oh, there he is, number 7, my apologies, everyone. Jang Jongmin is an utter flyer down the sideline for Korea. Matt Rodden of the Hong Kong Referee Society prepares the thumbs up this way. There'll be one going back the other way shortly. And finally, they're here, even in the wind-adjusted city of Incheon. The Korean fans are getting their flags up. This one's a big one. It's a local derby, or more than a local derby. It's the Battle of the Ditch. Japan, Korea, and they're in full swing here, Nick Goodman.
Yep, passionate crowd here, and they'll get right behind their local side.
So it is Hoshino that starts out, and it's touched on the way into touch. The Asia Rugby 7 Series, this is tournament number 2, coming to you from Incheon, Korea. First tournament 2 weeks ago in Hong Kong was won by Japan in the final against Hong Kong. It was a repeat of the Jakarta Asian Games gold medal final. Here he is. Could be Suejima, I think, just the sun making it a little bit difficult to tell. Hoshino moves it across. There's Seru, ball in hand. Fukimoto is number 3. Seru releases Hoshino. Otamura now. Sakai. And it's off to Suejima. Opening try against Korea for Japan. Patiently done, and they've dissected the Korean defence.
Yeah, good finish from Suejima there after a very efficient build-up from Japan. They've been ruthless this weekend at converting any opportunities they've had right from the kick-off. Retaining possession well. They've got some real speed on the outside. And Korea are going to have to work really hard to shut down some of these threats. Both Suejima and Seru.
Outside the 22.
Big, tall men. And when they get into space, hard to put down.
Come on.
Diversion attempt across the face of the goal, but it's Japan leading 5-0. And we've seen Japan just slowly improve their performances across the weekend. And this man has been at the centre of a lot of play. Suijima. There's Japan. Restart. High, wide and handsome comes down. As far as Chang. Park now takes it into contact. Has it ripped off him by Kim. Park doubles round to release the ball. Kolkulard moves it high and it goes wide. Out to number 5, Kim. And he's a very effective player. This man, Kim. Nick?
He's got a good turn of pace, but that was a bit of a high floating hospital almost there. So, and unfortunately, Korea knock it on at the base of the ruck there. Bit of miscommunication there. Kim Namuk coming in at dummy half and spills it. So
Fine on hooker.
another opportunity here for Japan.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Japan in a very attacking position now.
Let him go.
They break away. Sakai across the face of the Korean defence. Straight Motomura. How's he done that one? Motomura scores his try. And he's done it probably in the most difficult of fashions.
Yeah, 10 points for the degree of difficulty there. Second try of the tournament for Motomura. One of the more experienced Japanese players.
Well, he's one fan with 4 flags, so that's 4 fans. Sakai completes the 2, that's 7, and 5 is 12.
Motomura takes it into the contact, spills it, regathers it, and bangs it down under the horns.
What a given the old AC joint a bit of a shake-up too. She's got a call with the doctor on Monday. I think that might sting in the morning. Motomura watches on as the restart again, almost pinpoint accuracy, but it's beautifully claimed by Kim. And off the short side he goes. Watch this man run as Chang. He gets through the gears, lickety split. And he's reminded Japan that they've got to keep an eye on every single one of them. Look at that. What a score.
Chang plays in the 3 quarters for the Korean 15 side. Is it more of a playmaking role here, but usually at home at wing or fullback on the 15er side game, and he's one of the quicker players going around for Korea. Spies an opportunity down the blind side, and no one's going to stop him there. Korea right back in this.
Absolutely nobody in the frame as the conversion gets sent out, and Korea not to be dismissed. 12 points to 5, and they keep in contact with the restart to come. Japan caught napping. They won't be happy with that. They're always searching for that complete performance. Japan. Korea just reminded them that you have to be on the ball 100% of the time. And Korea right now have to be on their ball as well as Japan come running at them. Sakai holds it, floats it over the top. Is it Motomura again? He motors to the line. Try for Japan. 17-5, kick to come.
Another clinical finish from Motomura. Give him half an opportunity and he's gone.
So, well finished. The ball over the top from Sakai was a pinpoint accuracy. He's an outstanding sevens player. Been on the world circuit. And completes the 2. And, well, those are the kicks that really can bury you. All of a sudden, Korea find themselves 14 points adrift.
Beautiful pass there. Gives Motomura the space, and he doesn't need much. Slams it down, so Japan to restart with a 12-point lead. 14-point lead.
The restart again, and it's almost like the first one, which was better than the second one.
Off your hand.
We knock on in there though, so Korea get an opportunity. 10 seconds left in this half by the time the ball's fed.
Semi-final number 1,
Crouch.
Japan and Korea.
Sit.
Well, this was the game that this particular Korean team was selected for. They love to play the all or nothing role, the Koreans. Here's Jang now. And I tell you what, if you thought Chang had some speed, well,
Rack was already formed.
Jang can absolutely motor. Quick tap and go. And it's Kim. He's a heady player. He may not be the fastest, but he's very difficult to bring down. And he caused Hong Kong all sorts of problems as well earlier in the tournament. Now Korea. Look at this play from Korea. Kolkalad straightens it up. He goes straight through the first couple. And Korea come up with their own score. They're still at the door. Korea with 5. 19-10, kick to come. Nick Goodman.
Great play there by Andre Jin Kokalad to put Kim Hyun-soo away. Pumped those big legs and got the arm free. Look at this offload here. Goes through 3.
10 seconds to
Boom.
kick now. 10
Great
seconds.
hands there from Kim
10
Hyun-soo
seconds.
on the support as well. Picked that up around the
5
bootlaces.
now. Kick now.
Unfortunately, the kick from Kim's away, so Korea will go into half-time trailing Japan. 19 points to 10.
And there it is, the official halftime score. Japan 19, Korea 10. Oh, it's action-packed all right. You can hear the heavy breath possibly of referee Matt Rodden. And he's regarded as one of the fitter ones here at the moment. So he's been given plenty of running so far. The Korean fans showing some versatility. Not only are they fans, but they're keeping warm at the same time. So hats off.
Bit of a cool breeze blowing through the stadium here. But Korea fighting hard to stay in this game.
Well, it's hard to know whether this Japanese lady is waving those or shaking with the cold.
Autumn's come early.
She seems to be very, very enthusiastic. Bless her, and why not? It's Japanese side. They garner support wherever they go. The men and women's team
Just stay sharp.
of the Brave Blossom.
On with the ball, okay? Yeah, good stuff.
And intriguingly, someone's flicked the lights on here at Namdong Asiad Stadium. It's not like there's an abundance of darkness around, but they obviously want to try and counter that shadow as much as they possibly can. That's being cast by the VIP grandstand. Motomura, 2 tries in the first half to help his country in this semi-final. And Japan on track to potentially tie up the Asia 7 Series, or the Asia Rugby 7 Series.
Watch for number 1, Andre Kokalad, to get up and contest this kick.
Oh, it hangs nicely, and Kolkalad does exactly that, but it goes forward from him and it comes down to Japan. Sakai in the back there, penalty, not releasing is the call. Well, he was on them in a flash and Kim takes it off. Gets it out to Chang, the try scorer. Kolkalad makes the appeal.
First offence.
And you get the feeling that the second penalty was really just to give people a bit of time to get back.
Yep, I think Korea will knock this into the corner and back their line out here. Kim puts it about 2 metres out from the Japanese 22.
Well, this will be a test of the Korean line out. Jose Seru, 196 as he stands. So, as suspected, oh, here's a break now from Park. The powerful figure of Park sets off up track. Now they look to fire it as wide and as fast as they can. Jang on the far side.
It's been pretty well covered.
That is a ball. I don't think he's going to get him down on the ground here. Release will be the call very shortly, and it is the advantage to Japan. And Jang just getting caught in two minds there. Well, the Japanese, they weren't.
No, they've covered him well. He hasn't had any space to work in, and it was Soejima showing some good strength there to hold him up and win the scrum feed for Japan.
Nick, there was some discussion during the Hong Kong tournament that Korea had arrived with a development squad and maybe not given themselves as good a chance. However, the team that's been rolled out here has been, well, can't be far from their best.
Yeah, pretty experienced lineup. They're still missing some of their Japanese top players. The most notable of them was John Yong-shik, who scored perhaps 9 or 10 tries here last year, including one that was featured on World Rugby, the tournament winner against Japan in the final here last year. So they're missing him. But a stronger lineup than they sent down to Hong Kong.
Kazuki Hoshino feeds the Japanese scrum. Sakai starts the ball rolling. It's a loose pass. It's a loose ball, and it's been picked off by Korea, and Jang starts dancing around looking for space. The Koreans, they find space. They go through. It's Kim for the try. 19-15, and oh, ho, ho, ho.
And speaking of those experienced players, Kim Hyun-soo has been a stalwart of this team for many years, both in the 15s and the 7s. Got a huge work rate, and he benefits there.
And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point ball game. Well, have they done enough to rattle the Japanese?
Just managed to slip his defender, and he's got enough pace. Runs through, slams it down. Haven't seen the Japanese side under pressure so far this weekend.
We'll see what sort of pressure they're under by the way they react to this restart. Kim taps it, it falls back, it goes loose, it bounces kindly for Jang. Jang drives in the line. Kim, the try scorer, comes in, so counter ruck disrupts the play for Korea, and now the Japanese flood into action. Look at them absolutely destroy the breakdown, and they might have taken a penalty here as well. Time off. Matt Rodden goes to the pocket. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and he dismisses Chang.
Bit of a brain fade there. It's a bit unnecessary to do that.
Well, he wanted to kill the play, didn't he? So I think he understood that they might be under all sorts of pressure if the ball went away, but there was 5 Japanese players in the frame there. That meant there was at least 4 to cover the other 2.
Yeah. I think he'll regret that when he looks at the review. Korea's still fighting hard though.
Well, we'll see if Korea have been taking any examples from the Kazakhstan women's playbook. Yellow card could mean a try for them. Sakai takes the penalty. High tackle, it's a loose shot, and someone might have taken a shot to the head or a blood bin even.
Just checking on the condition of Sakai there. Possible head injury. But he's up and ready to play.
Sakai now, he's in danger with the ball in hand, and they break to open territory, and they've got some pace out wide if they can get the ball in the hands of Soejima, and he takes them on, he lays it off for Hoshino, and Hoshino gets a timely score for the Japanese team.
Yeah, good run there by Hoshino. Relieves the pressure somewhat. Deserves a drink after that. Sets up an easy conversion for Sakai, who slots it through to take Japan out to a 26-17 lead. So Soejima good in the build-up here. Bumps off a man, gets the arms free, and great support running there. Takes it in under the sticks.
Comments from Nick Goodman from the sole survivors here in Korea, making his way all the way out to the other neighbourhood of Incheon.
Bit of a commute this morning.
And he's brought the Scorched Armours with him, ladies and gentlemen, so we're all right here in the commentary position, thanks. Ball sails out, restart, back on square one for Korea. And we'll see what sort of start-up play the home side has got.
Back to their full complement now. 7 players on the field.
26-17 as Kim brings it back, taking some good yards away from this Japanese team. Kolkanad moves it on. Here's John. Through goes Chang, off the naughty chair and into the throne. Chang scores 5. They quickly take 2 through Kolkanad, and that's 7. And the blowtorch is back on and aimed directly at Japan.
Well, he's redeemed himself there, Chang. Straight back off the naughty seat and into the scorebook.
The conversion was quickly taken and successfully taken by Kolkalad as we watch these closing moments. And, well, he's all action all the time, isn't he, Chang?
Yep.
Try, Sinbin, try. Next thing you know, he'll probably start making tackles. 26-24. Inside the last 30 seconds. Soijima takes the ball. He sets off down the line. He has Kawasaki looming up on the outside. Can't find him. And it might be, it is. In fact, it is. A yellow card.
High shot there, I think. Number 6, Kim Namuk.
Hard
Wandering
running,
off there.
robust frame of Kim Namuk.
So Korea will be down to 6 players for the last seconds of this game. Need a big play.
Japan lay it on Sakai, and finally they find their way through, and it's Kawasaki. Races to the line. And that should pretty much be the end of that. A brave challenge by Korea, but Japan ultimately able to lift it just a little bit further.
Good powerful run here to set up Kawasaki. Bangs it down for a place in the final. You can hear the hooter.
Up and at the sticks and over. And that confirms it for Japan.
Valiant effort by Korea, but Japan, too much class at the end of the day. Very accurate with their finishing once again. And they run out winners 33-24.
That's your final score from the Asia Rugby 7 series. We move pretty swiftly to semi-final number